Okay, anybody have any key things in there that tell us what operation you chose? First, tell me what operation you chose, and then the key words that you decided to use to help you decide the operation. Julian? Hi, Jocelyn. Have a good day. Okay, he's saying multiplying because he saw the word of. But usually it's multiplying if we're trying to find the value of a fraction of a fraction. This just says batches of cookies. It doesn't say 1/4 of 1/2. So it would not be multiplication. That's a good guess though. Evan?
Division and how many?
Okay, how many is not usually a key word because in almost every word problem we do, there's probably going to be how many somewhere in it. So how many wouldn't be a really key word, but it is division.
Division and per batch.
Okay, it says per batch. They're using 1/4 cup of what?
Butter.
Butter. And then they want to know how many you can make with 2 cups of butter. So you have 2 whole cups of butter, and then you're going to divide it by how much you're going to use in the recipe. How much are they going to use in the recipe? How much are they using in the recipe?
2 cups.
No, they have 2 cups of butter, and they're using a certain amount of butter for the recipe. The first sentence tells us how much they're using in the recipe. The first sentence, babe. What does it say in the first sentence? The first sentence of the problem.
A cookie recipe uses 1/4.
Okay, so it uses 1/4 cup of butter. So what's my dividend going to be? What's my dividend going to be, Kimberly? No, that's how much they're using in each batch. I want to know the total amount of butter that I have altogether. This one's a little different because it has the total in the question, when usually we've been talking about how the total's at the beginning, but in this case the total was in the question. How much butter do they have altogether? 2 cups. So my dividend is going to be 2 divided by how much you're using in each recipe. Katana? 1/4. Okay, that's all I'm going to give you right now, and I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to try to do it on your own. You can get out your guided notes on dividing fractions and use those. I see a lot of you have those out. That's really good. That's why we do guided notes, so you can use them when you have a problem to do by yourself. You can help each other at your tables now that you know what operation to do. Please sit down. If you're finished and you think you got it, you can help the people at your table. Because one person can just have their guided notes out because they're all the same. So why don't you get yours out and then you can help the people at your table. We're not doing this activity yet. So our essential question is, how do I understand volume? First, I want to know what you think you know about volume first. So turn your actives on, and you're going to text me what you think volume is. 3 words that you know about volume. Okay? You can use the pictures on the board to help you remember, because you should have heard this before. Make sure you type your last name first.
So we're looking at our model. So now we got
3 words that you know about volume.
So what is the first thing we're going to do, Visions? Okay, so we make our 2 holes. So
if you don't know, you should know at least 1 word. Just 1 guess. It's okay. I'm trying to see what you already know.
So let's go through, and then we are going to, if we're doing the algorithm, how do we make that? A fraction.
Lynn, Miss Akers needs you.
Over 1. Okay, so we did it over. So now we're going to do what operation we're doing right there. We're doing that. You put that over.
Good.
The 2 over the 1. What operation are you doing that part there?
We're not doing anything on the boards right now, and I need you to put this in your folder.
So we multiply. Okay, you got that part? Okay, everybody got that
Let me
part?
see what you have.
I see you got that part then.
Okay.
Okay.
Please don't tell me what you put yet. The whole point is for us to talk about it when you send it up there.
You need to get something else other than that board. You're going to drop that. Get something other than that board, please, a book or something. Now,
Okay, that's not your last name.
get something other than that.
Please let me see
Give me
this.
the board. I don't have time to argue. Go and get something else, but not going to.
One word. You can text me one word that you know, think you know about volume.
No, I'm serious. Here we go. So now we're going to do, we're doing this part. So now we're going to divide this part, okay? So if we multiply that, we're going to flip it over. We're going to do this section. No.
I laughed as he was talking. You started laughing at Genesis. Don't do that again. Don't do it again.
Okay, so now we're moving here. We're going to take it and we're going to multiply. So if everybody
At least. Okay, good.
I'm going to show you this is going to be on page 1.
About 20 more seconds.
Okay, I'm going to show you. Yeah. We're going to share the book so you can see an example of what this is on 132, okay? Once you see the example so that everybody can get a good visual, because some of you.
Anybody need more time? Okay, so let's look and see what people put.
Turn on to 132, you're going to see the visual.
Okay, and Tavis said cubes. What do you mean by cubes?
That volume has to
Okay,
do
here we
with
go.
like
Now, if you look at that on page 132.
how many cubes or little
Now,
small
when you do your whole number there.
cubes that you put in
You
the.
start out with the addition part here, okay? You're gonna use your
actually,
fraction scripts. You're gonna show.
No, you're on the right track. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Putting cubes into something. That's fine.
So
Very
you
good.
set it up.
Katana,
Two parts tell you that you got 2 parts there.
she definition of an object. What do you mean by that?
So you're gonna go through, you're gonna work that part. So if you had the
How
1 whole, you
it
divided it by the 2 parts, then you get 1 whole, is divided by 4 times.
What kind of object? Okay, inside of something. She said 3D. Yes, that is correct. We're talking about 3D objects when we talk about volume and how much mass there is in a 3D shape.
You get 2 times.
Pretty close. Mass isn't the correct word, but that's really close. Very good. Okay, Ashanti put shape. That's correct because we're talking about 3D shapes. Units. Kimberly put units. What do you mean by units?
Okay, you got the 1/4 part, right? You got the 1/4 part, right? You needed the operation symbol that you were gonna use in here. Need your operation symbol that you're going to use in there.
What is a unit, do you think?
Where the
And then
hell
once you did that, you're gonna
figure
multiply
out
across.
A flat one or a one I can hold? A 3D one. Okay, a 3D one. Okay, we measure it with units, which are little cubes that Tavis was talking about. Dalton, you put face. Face of what?
You're multiplying that-
3-dimensional.
Very good. Okay, because we're talking about 3D
So you
shapes.
had that 1/4.
Evan, you put shapes. Good. Darius.
That's asking you to divide.
Did you already know what volume is?
How many equal parts? 2 equal.
Okay, can you explain to the group what you mean by height, base, and length?
Dividing that into 2
The height
parts.
of the
You multiply that
three-dimensional
across.
shape
You would be multiplied for 4 times the
and
okay? And that will give you,
the bases are the sides.
and then you already have the,
Three-dimensional shape.
right at that
Okay,
point,
close.
your denominators are still on 1, so it's gonna be 1 times 1, so it'll be 8/1, so the whole number that you would have. But when you divide 1 into 8.
Okay, but it's in there. You have good prior knowledge on volume. But we're going to use those 3 things to find volume. But first we're going to do our activating activity.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is, number 1, guess how many units it will take to fill up your box and send in your guess with your last name using your active expression. So you're going to work with a pair,
What multiplication?
and then one group will be 3. But you're going to get a box back here.
Divided by 3.